What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today for you guys, Fortnite Season 2 has had a lot of leaks, some of which I've covered in a previous video, and some of which we're going to cover in today's video. So, let's talk about all of it. Okay, so first of all, in last week's video, we talked about the new POIs that have been leaked with all the 0-point shards, which are actually going to be reality portals next season. So these are the 4 locations for those. 2 being up next to the Snowy Mountain and Clausey Lodge, which will be a snow biome next season with the Ice King's Ice Castle. Yes, the Ice King is coming to the Fortnite storyline, not the one from the OG mode, the one from Chapter 1 that we all remember. He will be coming to the map as a boss and in his castle. We have the new Lighthouse POI over at Bumpy Bay, and right outside of Classified Canyon, there's going to be something going there as well. We're not sure what yet, though. Then we have 5 major updates for next season. These are all of the updates right here. And then we have official Chapter 7 Season 2 news. So while we talk about this, I'm going to be running a solos match. Okay, so first of all, the entire loot pool is going to be changed next season. Almost completely refreshed with entirely new weapons. Now obviously there will be a few weapons kept from this season. I believe the Iron Pump Shotgun and probably the Deadeye Assault Rifle will be staying. Along with probably the Flex SMG, but honestly, I don't know. Everything could be removed and replaced with new weapons next season, entirely. And if I get any more news on weapons for next season, I'm going to be letting you guys know in my next weekly update on the news for next season. Take that guy out. Take that guy out. And then we're going to be getting multiple new movement items. This could mean anything from a new version of a shockwave to maybe like the med mist grenade we recently got. And this could be very good for the game or very bad for the game. We honestly don't know. A lot of people are saying that the wingsuit could be staying for next season. A lot of people are also saying it could go. So it's pretty much just a 50-50 if that's still going to be in the game next season or not. And then the next one on the list is items that support movement as a team. Now, this could be anything. This could be more stuff like the med mist grenade. This could be more stuff like Fizz in general. Could be more stuff like launch pads, crash pads. Maybe a slap med mist could be added to the game. Or there are a lot of possibilities of team movement they could put in the game, so we will have to see with that. And then it says the gameplay will have more complexity again. And what that means to me is something like, I think that means something similar to weapon mods or augments or something like that will be added to the game next season. Which gives the gameplay a lot more complexity and gives you more customization on your weapons. I think augments were really fun back in Chapter 4, and I think Fortnite knows that, and I've seen a lot of people saying that they should come back to the game. I've seen that for a long time now, actually. And I don't think they're wrong. So we could totally see augments or weapon mods come back next season, which would be awesome. Or we could see just an entirely new thing like weapon mods and augments come to the game, which I would not be mad about, honestly. And I think that could really help the game out, especially because a lot of players are saying they don't like this chapter. Now, me personally, so far, I think this chapter is perfect. I think the loot pool was perfect at the beginning of the season. I don't like the Sovereign Shotgun. I don't like the dual SMGs. I love the MK, that was a great addition. The Flex SMG was a good addition as well. And I think overall, all they need to do is simplify the loot pool a little bit more. Kind of like how it was when the chapter started. Have a maximum of 2 to 3 ARs in the loot pool, along with 1, maybe 2 SMGs. No more than 2 shotguns. And a good assortment of mobility and heals, especially with that new mobility. And I do think the new mobility, I want to touch on that subject just one more time real quick. I think it's going to be really good. Because as you guys have seen with this season, the wingsuit has been incredible. It's probably the best movement item we've ever had in Fortnite to date. So Fortnite's kind of been cooking with movement lately, and I think they're going to do it again next season. It's a boss up here. Bro, I can see you, Brutus, okay? So let's talk about the rest of the stuff on this list, because this is a very big list. The next thing they say is they're going to dial up the Looney Tunes. Now, this could be a lot of things, and this could mean a lot of things as well. They recently announced that they're going to be doing a Looney Tunes collab, so it could mean that, or it could mean they're going to do something like the Wrecked season in Chapter 5, where the season's just insane. Overwhelming to some players, but to most, just really chaotic and fun. And I love seasons like that. I actually loved Wrecked, and I had a bunch of fun with seasons like that throughout Fortnite's history, and I wouldn't be mad if we saw a season like that again. I think that would actually be really good for Fortnite, and as you guys know, Fortnite always does good with Season 2s. Chapter 1 Season 2 brought us Tilted Towers for the first time. Chapter 2 Season 2 brought us the Agency and the obviously Ghost vs. Shadow season, which was one of the greatest seasons of all time, if not the greatest. Chapter 3 Season 2 brought us the War season, which showed the IO facing off against the 7 for the first time really in the Fortnite storyline. And showed us just what Fortnite could do with battles and wars in the game, which they have proven they can do a lot with. Then we had Chapter 4 Season 2, which don't even get me started. The Kinetic Blade, the incredible loophole in general, and one of the best Season 2s we've ever had. Maybe one of the best seasons we've ever had, because the Kinetic Blade with the mobility and the Mega City addition to the map was so awesome. It gave you an entirely new way to play the game, and we were only one season into that chapter. It felt really refreshing, and honestly, it kind of made that chapter one of my favorite chapters of all time. Season 1 and 2 of that chapter were incredible, and I think Fortnite's going for that again. And I don't even think we have to talk about Season 2 of Chapter 5, because that was pretty good. Miss Immortals was really fun. That was a season I actually met Fishy and Sini and Kelv, and we all started playing together and had a bunch of fun. Chapter 6 Season 2 was the Outlaw season, where they actually added what I would consider my icon skin. One of the funniest Battle Pass skins I think we've gotten since Peely in Chapter 1. And now I think they're back to cook again in another Season 2 this chapter. But let's see, because there's still more leaks and official news to go over. New traversal and melee items. Now this could mean the Kinetic Blade style stuff, or maybe even a completely new weapon we've never seen before. We also have mid-game gameplay improvements. Now this could mean bunkers, the floating island could come back, and a lot of stuff like that could be happening next season. That could also mean something like how we have the Cube Cradle right now, where it will shoot at players randomly, and if you shoot it, it will shoot at you. But I feel like that wouldn't really count as a mid-game improvement. But I could see the bunkers definitely coming back, along with maybe even more supply drops and stuff like that. A new locked mid-game loot spot. Now that definitely reminds me of the floating island. 100%, that makes me think that the Cube Island, the floating island, is going to be coming back in Chapter 7 Season 2. Which actually would kind of be perfect for the map right now. We have a lot of good POIs that could float over, and honestly, I've seen some people saying that with the new movement for the balloons, that they could even apply that to the floating island and make it move around the map while you're on it. Which would be a really fun addition to the game, and could definitely spice it up in endgame. Imagine having an endgame zone where the island floats through and knocks down your builds or your opponent's builds, and kind of decides your fate. I think that'd be kind of funny. Now, obviously, it couldn't be competitive like that, but I think it would be really funny and fun. Likely a new match-starting sequence like surfing. Now, that kind of makes me mad. I did not like surfing this season. I don't think honestly anybody did really. I think it was a little bit, stupid. I think it was a little bit dumb of Fortnite to even add that to the game. I mean, I think for a summer update it would be fire for like a month, but cannot leave it in the game permanently because you don't get to pick your drop spot, really. Which sucks. But we'll see what they do, and maybe they'll do pretty good with it this time. Maybe they've learned. A new old meta loot spot next season. Now this guarantees to me that the floating island or the bunkers, maybe even both, are coming back. This immediately makes me think that those are coming back next season without a doubt in my mind. Which makes me very happy because I love the floating island and the bunkers. Funny gameplay items. Now this makes me think that stuff like the boogie bomb and stuff like that could be coming to the game, which would shake up the loot pool a bit, and honestly could be a really fun and good change to the loot pool right now, something we really need actually. I feel like right now, although the loot pool is really good, I think it's lacking those funny items, those items that made Fortnite just stupid and fun, and it could really spice up Season 2, so I'm excited to see that. And then this one gets me intrigued for hitting level 1000 every season from now on. Likely a new experimental XP feature, which means we could be seeing more XP given out to players and maybe even see a completely new way to level up in Fortnite, which could also be a really good change. I'm liking this list so far. I really am. And now we have one more thing on the list, the teaser word for next season being bearer, I believe. And this seems to be hinting towards the Foundation and the storyline in general, which already makes me happy because I love the storyline, and I've really missed this Fortnite storyline and the Seven, the IO, and characters like Sloan and the Foundation being in the storyline. And I think a lot of those characters are going to be making a comeback throughout the next few seasons, and especially next season. Being that the end of this season will have a massive live event going into next season. Sort of like the Chapter 2 end event. There is a little bit more to talk about as well, but let me get some good positioning here and try and win this game. I am actually bugged right now. Break, please. Oh no. Where are they sniping from? I heard it from over there. Oh, they're behind that tree. Oh yeah, come on. Don't run. You're a Power Ranger. Oh, are you dumb, kid? Are you? You need help, buddy. You need help. But I do have a little bit more news, so let's talk about it real quick. So this is a new Fortnite teaser. Have you heard that? That can't be true. Or can it? Are you already familiar with the latest plan? Now this is probably a line from the Foundation or one of the 7 characters for next season. And here's another version of that as well, because that was translated from Arabic, and it either got lost in translation or that leaker might have typed it wrong with that. I'm pretty sure it was meant to say, did you hear that? It can't be him. Or can it? Have you checked out the latest plan? Now both these teasers were translated from Arabic, so either one of them could be right, but I'm going to assume that the second one I just read to you guys is probably the right one. Also, there's going to be a new Battle Bus intro for Season 2. And then they say, I wonder who the bus driver will be for Season 2. So we'll have to see. Could be Ninja. Could be anybody. Also, here's the Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 lead-up lore. So this is everything from the 7th of next month to the beginning of the next season. It returns, it begins Wave 1, Wave 2 of destabilization, so the 0 point is going to slowly destabilize more and more throughout the season, and then at the end of the season, it's going to fully destabilize. We're going to get the Ice King on the map. It's going to be kind of like Chapter 1, Season 10, where there was a bunch of different Rift realities on the map, and different reality stuff, which I think will make next season even more fun, and could be the way we get the floating island back and stuff like that. Also, hidden in Morse code in Fortnite, the Foundation says, do you copy? Along with the Foundation is getting a new skin in Season 2. Probably going to be in the Battle Pass or something. And then Fortnite released an official survey asking people what they would want to see more of or what they would want to see in general in Fortnite's future. So if you get this on Fortnite or you see it on the epicgames.com, give them some answers. Let them know what you want to see in the next season. But that is all I have for you guys today, so if you want to see more Season 2 news, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications, because I stream and upload daily. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for another incredible video. Peace.